Welcome to this presentation titled Modernity Meets Identity, Urban and Social Transformation in Gulf Cities. I am Dr. Yasser Mahgoub from Galala University, Egypt. This presentation is part of the 8th International Conference of Contemporary Affairs and Architecture in Urbanism, hosted by Alanya University in Turkey from May 8 to 9, 2025. The Gulf region's strategic location and economic prosperity have positioned it at the forefront of rapid urban development and transformation. In this presentation, I will explore how cities in the Gulf, particularly Kuwait and Doha, have evolved not through the organic growth of traditional settlements, but through the dynamic influence of globalization, economic flows, and shifting social identities. I will examine how these transformations affect the built environment and everyday urban life. The Gulf region has undergone one of the fastest urbanization processes in the world. Economic development fueled by oil revenues has led to radical transformations in both urban form and societal structure. Traditional cities gave way to planned urban environments designed to reflect modern lifestyles and global aspirations. This presentation investigates these shifts and their implications on cultural and identity. A scapes to understand the depths and complexity of urban change in the Gulf cities was adopted. It's a framework to understand global cultural flows. These flows are conceptualized as 5 scapes: ethnoscapes, technoscapes, financescapes, mediascapes, and ideoscapes. These dimensions help explain how globalization transcends borders and influence urban transformation in multifaceted ways. The hypothesis of this study is that contemporary Gulf cities did not emerge through a natural progression of traditional settlements. Instead, they are products of rapid modernization shaped by global flows as represented in Apaduri scapes. These cities reflect an resemblance of urban elements, identities, and infrastructures, fundamentally altering their spatial and social configuration. The table represents the stages of transformation from the pre-oil stage through the discovery of oil and the different wars, and finally with the impact of globalization and modernization. Traditional settlements and sociocultural values before the oil boom were built on socio-cultural values with close-knit communities and climate-responsive architecture. Traditional settlements featured courtyard houses and narrow alleys, fostering privacy, social cohesion, and thermal comfort. These organic urban forms were shaped by cultural traditions and environmental conditions. In Kuwait, the discovery of oil led to the demolition of traditional neighborhoods and the introduction of Western-style master planning. This map illustrates Kuwait City before the discovery of oil composed of 3 stages of traditional settlement growth, each stage surrounded by a wall for defense and protection. The shift marked the beginning of a transformation that prioritized infrastructure, zoning, and car-centric development over organic community structures. The first master plan of Kuwait illustrates how the new master plan for the city ignored the traditional settlement composition and imposed car-oriented roads to replace the old organic structure. Between 1952 and 2000, Kuwait underwent several major master planning phases. Each plan further distanced the city from its traditional roots, replacing the historic urban fabric with grids, highways, and modern housing typologies. This process aligned with the broader modernization agenda of the state. Similarly, Doha experienced rapid growth and expansion through state-led planning initiatives. The city's spatial layout, land use, and architectural character were significantly altered to accommodate modern infrastructure and attract global investment. Metropolitan Doha Structure Plan 2032 illustrates a vision of a smart, resilient, and globally competitive city. Housing transformation reflects the aspirations to balance tradition with innovation, sustainability, and livability. Yet these goals often clash with existing social norms and urban memories. The transformation of housing forms is one of the most visible impacts of modernization. Traditional courtyard houses were replaced by detached villas and gated communities. The shift reshaped family dynamic social interactions and patterns of public life, reinforcing nuclear family models and privatized lifestyles. The replacement of traditional environmental solutions, especially the badger or the wind catcher, with modern air conditioning systems and modern materials like glass and concrete. High-style architecture and modern symbols in cities like Doha and Kuwait began showcasing global architecture trends, iconic towers, luxury malls, and waterfront developments. These forms of high-style architecture symbolized economic power and modern identity, often designed by renowned international architects. Mega projects and urbanization became tools of nation building and global positioning. These large-scale developments redefined skylines and urban experiences, but also raised concerns about social equity, cultural loss, and environmental impact. Mega projects like underground metro and airports and ports illustrate introduction of globalization and international trade in the city. The World Cup 2022 was a major international event that attracted the world to Doha. The downtown was transformed into high-rise structures and tall buildings. Let us now apply Apadorais scapes to the context of Gulf cities. Each scape provides a unique lens through which we can understand how global flows shape urban form and social identity. Ethnoscapes refer to the movement of people. In the Gulf, migrant labor forms the backbone of urban construction and service sectors. The resulting multiculturalism creates complex demographic compositions, raising questions about inclusion, rights, and cultural interaction. Technoscapes focus on the flow of technologies, smart city initiatives, urban infrastructures, and sustainable innovations have redefined Gulf cities as technologically advanced urban environments. Yet, these often overshadow traditional knowledge and practices. Financescapes involve the flow of capital. The Gulf futuristic skylines are fueled by global investments in real estate and finance. However, this has also led to economic inequalities, urban segregation, and financial vulnerability. Mediascapes address how cities are portrayed and perceived globally. The Gulf's urban development is often framed through images of luxury, wealth, and modernity. But these narratives can also generate controversy and criticism. Ideascapes explore the circulation of ideologies. Architectural styles and urban policies are often reflect broader ideological battles between tradition, nationalism, modernization, and globalization. I introduce a sixth scape. I call it conflict scape to capture the impact of regional and global conflicts on urban form. Regional conflicts, global wars, and foreign interventions have also left their mark on Gulf cities. From war damage to militarized urban planning, conflict plays a significant role in shaping Gulf cities' spatial and psychological landscapes. From the 1991 invasion of Kuwait to the post-2001 Gulf Wars, architecture and urban planning were used to signal recovery, resilience, and modernity. National visions and iconic architecture, like Qatar National Vision 2030, promote futuristic skylines and sustainable development. This includes skyscrapers designed by architects, also reflect efforts to integrate traditional elements as seen in the hybrid forms of urban expression. Transformation and gated communities also are visible in the residential patterns. Master planned communities and modern building regulations emphasize privacy, comfort, and security, often modeled after Western suburban ideals. Areas of conflict. The research addresses areas of conflict between traditional and modern environments. The table identifies areas of tension, approaches to urbanism that each reflects the struggle to balance cultural continuity with modernization. In conclusion, Gulf cities offer rich case studies in how global cultural flows reshape urban environments. They challenge our understanding of urban evolution, highlighting the importance of integrating cultural identity within modernization processes. Thank you very much for your attention.